Hey everyone, so I want to just share a little bit about this book that I just finished and then offer my contribution to the exercise that it puts forward. So this book is called This I Believe, and in the 1950s, a group of people organized essays from notable people about what they believed. This wasn't supposed to include religious dogma or preachy material or anything like that. This was supposed to be written in the I format and was supposed to be a personal essay about what people thought about life, what was the meaning of life, what they had gleaned in terms of what life meant to them. And it was supposed to be 500 to 600 words approximately, and then they read them in installments over the radio, I think over the course of a couple years before it got canceled. This book came out in 2007 and is a reissuing of some of the old essays, but also includes some new essays from new notable people as well as everyday people. Okay, and this book was amazing. It's like 3-page chapters that give so many disparate points of view, okay? I guarantee you there's one person in this book that will rub you the wrong way, no matter what end of the spectrum of life you come from, okay? That's kind of what this is about, is to get a comprehensive look. I wanted to do this exercise because I felt like it was important to understand what I believe, but to also put that forward into a public space, especially during these times when we're all needing to come together. So, what's interesting is that although I'm a long-winded person, my essay ended up being 361 words, well below the 500 to 600, and I'm keeping it that way because it really flowed out of me pretty seamlessly. So that's what this video is. I'm gonna read this, okay? And I will also post it in the comments or in the description if you wanna read it. Okay, so this is what I believe. I'm not sure what I believe is actually happening behind the scenes of consciousness and creation. In fact, I can admit knowing that some mysteries are unknowable, and that is part of what makes our choice to follow a path of kindness and decency the most powerful exhibition of autonomy that any human being can partake. What I do believe in, regardless of, or sometimes in spite of, the relenting riddle of life, is my individual mission to overcome my challenges and face my fears in the name of the evolution of my soul. I believe in soul growth, achieved through coming up against my own personal demons or obstacles and finding a way to transcend both the limitations it may attempt to exert upon me while insistently pursuing a mindset of joy, compassion, and humility to extend grace to myself and others, knowing that we are all part of the same earthly classroom, regardless of our age, gender, race, or sexual orientation. The material world has made it very easy for us to discount and even recoil at the notion that our vulnerability can become our greatest strength. My ability to be vulnerable has given me confidence to know I live authentically who I am. How people choose to judge that emotion is none of my concern. Anyone who might view it as weakness or anything to be avoided may have some real soul searching to do into what their limiting beliefs are and why they care so much about what others think. However, that in and of itself is a judgment, so I stand by the fact that it's none of my concern. What I can be certain of is I won't let anyone else's judgments or limiting societal beliefs change what I believe is genuine and truthful for me, the emotional spectrum in full. Because this allows me to face those soul challenges with a complete arsenal of the human condition. And in that way, I live life to the fullest through both the highs and lows of never losing sight of the most important tool I have at my disposal, my ability to love. That is what I believe about life. There's so many other things, and life is so complicated and so intricate and so vast that, of course, there are little details. But the point of this essay is to boil it down to what you believe in here, how you live your life, and what you truly feel is your truth. So I recommend doing this exercise, whether you put it out there or not. I think this was really healing for me and really beneficial to my confidence. And it really starts to encompass all the videos I've been creating recently about those things, confidence and truth, and how to live life in a prosperous way, to feel good about how you walk through your life. So if you have some time and you have the ability, and yes, everybody does, to write 500 to 600 or 300 to 400 words, I really think it would be a very valuable exercise to do, especially during these times, to really understand where you're coming from and how you want to project your energy into the world around you. I know this was very, very eye-opening for me. This book, which I totally recommend reading, and doing this exercise. So if you have some time, I would recommend doing both. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for joining me. Bye.